So this one 5 kilonewton, and then this one 3.5 kilonewton per meter, and then here I'm just going to take 4 kilonewton and start with 0. Okay, and this is okay, and then so total span we will take a 10 meter. In that here like a 3 meter, and then here 3 meter, and then the height I will take a 6 meter. So shall we do this portal frame?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just naming as portal frame 1, and then I'm just going for next and add beam method. Okay, now you can consider that picture that we have created. So here we have a 6 meter and then 10 meter. So I'm just putting 6 meter and then 10 meter. So here we can take half of the distance. So 3 meter we will consider. So for that, you need to take a snap node beam and again a 3 meter. So just we created the frame. Now we are just going for a support. Support here, I'm just going to create a fixed support. Select and then select a node, assign to selected node, and then create a pinned one. Select and then select a node, assign to selected node. Okay. Now we can just go for creating the loads. Before we need to create the property. So for that property, you can go for define, and I'm just going to take a rectangle of 0.15 and then 1.5, and I'm just going to put add, and I'm just going to assign to view. Okay. Okay, you can just see the 3D rendering. Okay. So can you able to see here the beam is like a joining at the midpoints. So you have some space here. So for that, if you want to change, you can just go for spec, and you can just go for, you just click a beam, and in beam, you also have offset and start and then end offset. We created 0.15, 0.15 in the sense 15 divided by 2, 7.5. So you need to put minus 0.075 and then start. And I need to put add, and I'm just going to select the thing, assign to selected beam, assign, yes. See, now can you able to see a little bit extension? So now we got it. That is called a member offsets. Okay. Now again, I'm doing in this way, this manner. See here, we need to do again at the end. So I'm just to go for beam.
Did we put negative sign?
Yeah, because X direction, it is going leftward. So you need to consider the quadrants. Four quadrant, X minus X, Y minus Y, that one.
Okay. So only on that portion, only it's extended.
Yeah, because it is like I put start.
Okay. Okay.
Now I'm just going for beam, and then I'm just going for offset, and I'm just going for end. So end, which is in the X direction, and the positive, you need to put 0.075 and add it. So I'm just going to select the beam and then assign to selected beam. Now you can able to see in the 3D.
Okay.
Okay. So can you able to see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Like this, you can give a member offsets. That in specification. Okay. Now I can go for assigning the loads. Now assigning the loads, like I'm just going for a load case. I'm just going for add, date load, live load, date load as usual -1 factor, assign to view, live load. So live load, uniform varying load. So member load, and it is like a trapezoidal. Trapezoidal in the sense uniform varying load. So it is like a 4 kilonewton. So I'm just putting W2 of 4 kilonewton. This auto save option, every 5 minutes it will come. So put 0 in W1 and W2 you put 4. Okay, and then I'm just putting add. You need to put, it is like a global X direction. You need to put change the thing to global X direction, and it should be going right where, no need to put minus. Okay, and then another one like a 5 kilonewton, concentrated -5. cutter 3 meter added, and then this one 3.5 kilonewton per meter when where it is starting like 7 to 10. So 7 meter it is starting and plus 3, so 10. Uniform force of minus 3.5. It is starting from 7 and ending to 10. And then I'm just going to add it. Now I'm just going to take this one and then only selecting this beam, and then I'm going to assign to selected beam. So can you able to see the uniform bearing load? Okay, and then I'm just taking the second one and then second assign. Okay, and then this one assign to selected beam. Okay, can you? So we got everything. We created a frame and we also created supports. We also created loads. Okay, and then I can go for scaling. This one, Okay, now we completed it. Now you need to go for analysis and print, and you can go for add and then analysis. So we got 0 error, 0 warning, and 0 notes. We can go for output file and applied a dead load and then live load and then reactions. Now we can just go for post processing and we can go for shear force and bending moments. So first I'm just going for reactions. So can you able to see the reactions? And then displacement. So displacement, I'm just here it is deflection, like I can go for control. Can you able to see how it is like displaying like displacement taking place? Okay, if you want the values, you can go for result, view value, and then beam result, displacement, annotate. Can you able to see? Okay, and then I'm just going for beam moment. So this is like a bending moment. Okay, and here you can choose this option, zoom extent. Even you can reduce the zoom or increase the zoom. This one for zoom window, like that. You also have this one. This is for fit display whole structure. And then you can just go for, like it is displaying only the structure, so it won't consider the graphical representations. So you can reduce the zoom in that case. Okay. And then as usual, result, view value, beam result, maximum midpoint, result, view value, beam result. You need to put annotate, so it will give you all those values. And also the same for shear force. So you need to switch on that. So this is what the shear force we are getting for the structure. Result, view value. Okay, that's it. And even go for animation and deflection. So can you able to see how it is like animating? So the displacement that taking place, the same you can able to animate and see. In animate you have, so deflection and section displacement. You can animate everything. Okay, if you want a deflection or section displacement, you can able to do. Okay. Now this kind of beam and then portal frames you can able to analysis, like design and analysis.